Social media managers have a reputation problem. Many business owners don't trust SMMs. They think marketers are scammers and it's a waste of money and time. So in this video, I want to talk about the main 5 reasons clients lose trust in SMMs and how you can become the person they actually rely on, trust, respect, recommend, and genuinely don't want to let go. My name is Marina Vaskina. I've been in marketing for 20 plus years. Every client I've worked with raised my pay and didn't want to let me go. And I'm still in touch with many of them today. So this is not theory, this is how it's actually done. Reason number 1, no clear business outcome. In a professional environment, clients don't value you primarily because you're a good person. They value you because you create outcomes. That's it. And when outcomes are unclear, trust disappears. The client may hear a lot of activities from you, like posting, stories, engagement, we've got 500 likes, the reel did really well. Okay, great, but they don't see the connection to leads, sales, revenue, bookings, actual money. And if that connection is unclear, you become a cost, something to cut when things get tight. Reason number 2, the absence of system, just tasks. What I mean here, many SMMs work like just someone completing requests. Make a reel, post this, reply to comments, just task, task, task. But clients trust people who have process. What we're doing, why we're doing, what we expect to happen, what we will measure, what we will change if it doesn't work. If your work feels random to them, they assume you're guessing. Reason number 3, your reporting is weak or just doesn't exist. Even if you're doing good work, and some of you are doing good work, I know, and if you can't explain it clearly, your client feels unsafe. That's just the reality. Clients don't want metrics. They don't want to wake up wanting to see your spreadsheet. They want confidence, simple explanation, transparency. Here is what happened, here is what it means, here's what we will do next, that's it. And when you go quiet, when you don't explain what's happening, when the client has to chase you for updates, they start imagining the worst. What is she even doing? Is anything happening? Should I be worried? Silence kills trust faster than bad results, honestly. Reason number 4, and this one people don't talk about, it's how you live. So many SMMs, they just disappear. No handover, no documentation, no where is everything, here is what's working, here is what the next person needs to know. Just gone. Or worse, they leave with a scandal, or drama, or blame. The client was impossible, they didn't understand marketing, it's not my fault. Look, sometimes clients are difficult, of course. But when you leave badly, when you burn bridges, when there is drama, the reputation travels. The industry is small, people talk, founders know other founders, marketing directors know other marketing directors. And when someone asks, hey, do you know this SMM? Would you recommend? What do you think they say? Let me ask you something. Imagine you applied for a big project with a good salary right now, and they ask for recommendations from previous employers. How many solid ones could you give? Not okay recommendations, like solid ones where your former client would actually try to sell you to the next person. How many of those do you have? The minimum bar, you should leave a project without being afraid of what they might say about you. That's just minimum. And the maximum, leaving of course with a glowing recommendation and finding your own replacement before you go. I've done this multiple times. It's powerful. Leaving a project correctly is one of the key indicators of professionalism. Most people don't think about this. They think professionalism is just skills, just knowing how to make good reels or whatever. No, it's also habits, how you communicate, how you hand things over, how you exit. Reason number 5, and this one is very uncomfortable because this is the root of everything else. A lot of SMMs, they just oversell themselves. They overpromise. They say, yes, I can do that. Yes, I know strategy. Yes, I can get you results. Yes, yes, yes. And then they get the job and then they can't deliver. because they just don't know how. They never learned, they watched some YouTube videos, they took some cheap self-taught courses, maybe managed their friends' Instagram for a while, and now they're calling themselves social media strategists, charging $3,000 a month. And look, I'm not saying this to be cruel. I understand how it happens. The market tells you to fake it until you make it, position yourself as an expert, charge your worth, all this, motivational garbage. So people do it, they fake it, they oversell, they get the client, and then what? And then they're stuck. They don't know how to create real outcomes. They don't have a system because they never learned one. So they blame their client, they disappear, they move on to the next one and do the same thing again. This is why clients don't trust SMMs, because they've been burned so many times, multiple times, by people who talked big and delivered nothing. So those are the 5 reasons trust disappears. Now, here is where it gets really interesting. Most SMMs, somewhere deep down, they feel this. They sense something is off. They sense the client pulling away, losing trust. Maybe the client doesn't respond as fast anymore. Maybe the energy is different on calls. Something shifted, and you start carrying this guilt, this background noise of I'm underperforming, I'm not enough. But instead of solving the actual problem, the outcomes, the system, the reporting, the professional habits, many SMMs, they try to fix the feeling, not the problem. And this is the trap. So you start doing extra work to compensate for the fact that the core result is not clear. You become available 24/7, you answer messages at midnight, you fix random things that are not even your job, you take on tasks that have nothing to do with marketing. Because sure, someone needs to call the printer, why not? You become this everything person. And it feels like professionalism, it really does. Like, look how dedicated I am. But it's not a professionalism. It's anxiety in a productivity costume. And of course, this happens unconsciously. You're not sitting there thinking, okay, I will now overwork to hide my lack of results. Nobody thinks that. But that's exactly what's happening. That's the mechanism. Being available 24/7 is not dedication. It's compensation. It's you trying to make up for something you feel is missing. And the more you do this, the more trapped you become. Because now you're exhausted and still not delivering the core result. You're running on a hamster wheel, and you can run on it your whole career if you're not careful. So what's the alternative? What do you actually do? It's simple. Not easy, but simple. You pause, you ask yourself 3 questions. What result does the client actually want? What result am I actually producing? What's missing between those 2? And then you either implement what you already know, because often you know, you just didn't do it. Or you learn what you don't know and apply it. That's it. That's the adult version of handling this. You fix the actual problem, not the feeling, the problem. Our profession deserves better reputation. So people don't talk about us like, oh, those SMM people, those marketers, basically scammers with nice Instagram profiles. I want us to be known as good people doing good work. And that starts with actually doing better work, not pretending, not compensating, actually doing it. This is exactly what I teach in my training Strategic SMM. Not just the skills, but the professional habits too. How to think about your work, how to present your work, how to become genuinely indispensable. If you're tired of the anxiety hamster wheel, and you know what I'm talking about if you're on it, join the waitlist for the program. Link is in the description. You will be the first to know when the new cohort opens. And if this video made you think differently about something, if something clicked, let me know in the comments. I read everything. See you in the next one.